really want to do is have your shoe sitting where you can see it. You can't look up a shoe on the internet and look at a picture. It's not the same thing. There's a difference between looking at something that's truly right in front of you in 3D and drawing it than looking at a flat screen of something. There is. That's why artists draw things live and have models to look at. So whatever shoe you wore or brought with you, that's what you're doing. Or if a neighbor says, hey, you want to draw mine too, you can do that. I'll let you work that out. You choose. But look at the shoe and figure out, how am I going to fit that on my paper? Well, obviously on one of these I started and I ran out of room. So I started and got too big. So the first thing I would say is kind of just, kind of ghost figure out how it's going to fit before you get too involved. I like to do it either with an eraser or just with my finger and say, okay, in general, does that shoe shape fit there? And do things like, okay, the top of this boot is this wide across. Oh. And I measure out, this is about the same as this. So when I draw it, this should be about the same as that. This one, it got a little long. This one is more in perspective with that. I didn't have to draw anything to do that. I'm just kind of taking some time first to think about it and size it up first. So if I know the top is here, I should have enough space for the front over here. Just thinking that through. And when I'm ready to start, just like last year when you had to do that blind contour where you couldn't look at your paper, this time you can look at your paper, but I want you to think back to that process and know that when I'm looking here, and I'm just going to take my finger and I'm going to go kind of where that finger is where my pencil is. And I'm just going to lightly, as I go around with my finger, I'm going to think about that same shape. It doesn't just go straight across. I can see from where I'm at, the perspective that I'm at, it kind of actually goes down. And then I'm going to go around the back and I see it over there. So it's not drawing what I think my shoe looks like. It's drawing what I really see in front of me. And the reason that contour drawing is good, not just for artists, it's great for scientists, because when you are a scientist, you have to be able to really have good observation skills when you are observing things that you are in the lab with experiments. And when you are really good at observing things, it gives you a head up on figuring things out. So this is a great activity for anybody to help increase your observation skills. A true contour line drawing, I would keep my pencil down. I would not move it. I would do it like we did last year, where you had to just keep going and not pick the pen up. So this is kind of a mixture. I'm going around the outside. It isn't just straight down. I've worn these boots a lot, so they got a lot of wrinkles and, they're not perfectly straight. They got bends. So as I travel down here with my eye, I travel with my pencil here. And then I'm just going to get a light sketch of it. And as you can see, as I get that more finished, then I'm going to go back and darken in where I'm really happy with and finish my sketch off that way. Including little tiny details, like it's not just one shape that makes this heel over there. It's a ridge, an area that goes down. There's another line that comes in here. So I'm looking at every little detail, okay?